So if you're wondering if you have enough insulation, and you have to ask that question, you probably don't. Insulation has been the #1 return on investment in this category, in the home improvement category, for 100 years. And so we see a quick return and an easy and quick impact when you install insulation in your home. You're going to feel it comfort-wise, and you're going to see it on your electric bill. And so really simply, if you go in your attic or just poke your head up into your attic space and you can see the framing on the floor, you've probably got about half of the amount of insulation that would be required today if you built a house new. So we're still using fiberglass almost exclusively. We feel like fiberglass is the most dust-free and air quality friendly product that's going to last the longest and gives you the best value per square inch. And so 14 inches or R38 is kind of the standard today if you built your house new, and what we try to bring all houses to. And again, if you can see the sheetrock in your attic, that would be terrible, or see the top of the joist of the framing on the floor, you've probably got 3 or 4 or 5 inches, and we need to get that up into the 10, 12, 14 inch level. So insulation is essential to a comfortable house and a low electric bill. And once we install or bring you up to the standard levels, you really shouldn't have to do it again. We ask and advise people to just poke your head in the attic and check your insulation levels every few years, or once or twice a year when you're changing your filter. But unless you've got service technicians walking through your insulation, which is going to happen, or rodents or pests crawling through your insulation, which might happen, you really shouldn't have to do this again once you get it up to certain levels. So it's important to check your insulation often, because you're going to have an AC technician or somebody out to wire something. You're going to get a new roof. You're going to have events happen in your house. If those events don't happen, you're good. If they do happen, it's wise to check insulation levels and maybe top it off every few years or have us come out. Insulation's come a long way in the last even 10 years, but I would say if your house was built before the 2000s or maybe the mid-2000s, even if you have a fiberglass insulation, it's changed a lot. And so they've taken the formaldehyde out of fiberglass insulation. The settle factors have virtually gone away, where there's no settle now once you install it. So if your house is built before or mid-2000 or before 2000s, it would be really wise to check the type of material that you have. Is it fiberglass? Is it cellulose? Is it a rock wool, really old material? And have us come out and just recommend or give you an update on where the material has come in the last few years. And if your house was built in mid-2000s or after, you've probably got a really good product that's been upgraded or developed in the last few years. Inconsistent or settled insulation will affect the comfort of your house, room-to-room consistency, and maybe more importantly, affect the air quality of your house. So settled insulation or broken down or soiled insulation promotes bad air quality and can make for a dustier, mustier home. And so have us out and just come check insulation type and age and level. And if your house was built before mid-2000, you probably have an older, outdated material that's settled and broken down, is creating comfort problems and maybe air quality problems.